Hello everyone, welcome to Programming Cradle. Today in this video we'll discuss about how hard or easy is it to find job in the UK. So I've been getting many questions related to this and it's a very valid question. So we'll discuss just that. And I talked to many of my friends from different background, from different experiences and from different universities. So some of them have got jobs, some of them are still in the internship, some of them are looking for a job. So they're all in different stages. So yeah, it varies from profile to profile and also nationality. If you are an international student, then of course there will be many visa complications and there will be many things in the background, right? So yeah, we'll consider everything, and I've divided this video into two parts. The first one is jobs without sponsorship, and the second part is jobs with sponsorship. So yeah, the tier 2 sponsorship that you get for jobs. So yeah, that we will be discussing in this video. But as always, if you are new here or if you want to subscribe to the channel, please go and subscribe to the channel and be a part of Programming Cradle family, and also hit that bell icon so that you get notified each time when the video goes live. And if you end up liking this video, please give it a thumbs up. It keeps me motivated to make such videos for you guys. So yeah, with that being said, let's start our discussion. First let's talk about people who have zero experience or they are freshers, and or even until 2 years of experience, because if you have less than 2 years of experience, it is generally not that significant and it doesn't play much role into your experience part. So yeah, we'll first talk about this bracket. So the thing is, if I have to tell you in a very short way, it's hard to find job, yes. But then that is the same case anywhere. Even if you are looking for a job in your home country, it is hard. So that is there. But then it's not impossible, because I have seen some of my friends, they are freshers, but they're getting calls from interview and they are getting closer and closer to the job offer, and there are few who have already got job offers. So that's a good thing. So it totally depends on the skill set that you have and how well you do in your interviews, and also how well you have made your resume. And while we are on the topic of resume, I am planning to make a video what important things to add in a resume and what are the important aspects of the resume. By no means I am expert in resume, but then I have taken multiple sessions with my resume expert in my university, so I've got some tips which I'll be sharing, and I'll take my own resume as an example so that you guys can have a look to the live resume, because most of the videos that I've seen, they just give you the tips, but then we don't really but when we go to implement those on our resume, we find it really hard to implement those things. So I will take a live example of my resume, and then from there we'll take on like what are the important topics. So yeah, that is what the thing is. For freshers, it's actually kind of hard to find job, but it's again not impossible. And if you have studied properly in your master's course, and if you have made a good portfolio, because most of the time what we do is we just keep on doing assignments and assignments and assignments, and we are fine, okay, we have done a lot of assignments and now we know these things. But then if you don't show those things that you have worked on so many things to the hiring manager, or even to the companies or HR, whoever is looking into your profile, it gets really hard for them to pick your resume to give you a call for interviews. So what I would highly suggest you to do is, whatever project that you have done, put it on your GitHub and then make a portfolio out of it. And if you want to help how to make portfolio, let me know. I have made my own portfolio. It's a very simple one. It hardly takes like an hour or so, so I'll help you with that as well. I'll make a video on how to make a portfolio, and you can easily make a portfolio. So I would highly suggest you to put all your projects on your GitHub. If you want to see how I have put, you can check out my GitHub profile, and there you can find a lot of projects that I have done as part of my masters. So yeah, having a good profile, having a good portfolio is very important, and put them on your resume, and then you will get called. And if you have learned things properly, then obviously you will be able to crack interviews. Now we'll move on to the different section where we have experience more than 2 years but less than 5 years. So this seems to be the sweet spot, because here you don't have a lot of experience that will hinder hiring managers, that this guy has a very huge amount of experience in certain thing, then it will take some time to unlearn and then learn things for them to get into data science. So that is the thing. So you don't have really huge amount of experience, but then you are not a complete fresher, so you are very familiar with working in the organization and stuff. So this seems to be playing really well for people who have experience of about 2 to 5 years, because I've seen one of my friend, he is in advanced computing, and he has around 3 4 years of experience, and he actually applied for the job, and he got the job. And initially they were like, they offered him part-time, and when he worked there for some time, and now they are ready to sponsor his visa as well. So it worked very well for him. And there are many other people who have similar amount of experience but not in the relevant field. They are finding it hard to get their resume shortlisted, or even if they are getting calls because of odd reasons like sponsorship and stuff, employers are not moving forward with their application. So again, but it doesn't mean that if you have experience in irrelevant thing, you cannot get into data science, because uh, if you are working in a if you're working on a projects which are relevant to the industry, it's totally fine. And again, profile is very important for all range of experience. It doesn't matter if you're a fresher, if you have experience somewhere in the middle, or if you are a very experienced person, it doesn't really matter. So that is the thing. Now let's move on to someone who has experience more than 5 years. So this is where things get little complicated, because they are very attractive to employers, because they have experience, they are very well versed with working environment in the industry, so they have good amount of experience with that. But then if they have experience in a very different thing, and so the employer will be confused, because they will have to match the salary as per the experience. And then if they're hiring someone who doesn't have relevant technical skills, so they get in a very middle ground, I will say, because they will be like, shall we hire them because they have good amount of experience, or shall we take someone who has 2 or 3 years of experience but then they have good amount of knowledge as well. So that is what is pulling back the hiring managers to go for these people. But then again, there are two people in my batch who have these type of experiences, and they are not from technical, I would say, I won't say that not technical background, but then they are very new to data science, but then they have experience in technical field, and they have more than 10 years of experience, but then they have managed to get job. So it's not like it's impossible, but then you will have to show them that you are worth paying that much, and you need to show your worth. So if we talk about in general, it's not super hard to find job, a non-sponsorship job we are talking about. It's not super hard to find a job, but then it's not that easy also. If I have to give you a reference, if you apply for around 60 to 70 job, or even 100 job, just expect to get calls from only 5 to 10 applications, that's all. So you have to be motivated to keep applying for these things, because if you get demotivated and you sit back and you're not even applying anymore, so there's no way that somebody's gonna come to you and they're like, okay, we want to give you a job. It is not gonna happen. So you have to do those things, and there are different ways. It's not like just go to some website and put your resume and fill the form, and it's not that easy actually, because there are many things that you have to do. It can be a whole separate video, so if you want me to make a video on that also, please let me know in the comment section. I'll do that, because I have done all those things and it has worked for me, and I have told many of my friends also, and hopefully they are trying to do that as well. And now some of them are actually starting to get calls, so it is actually working. So do let me know in the comment section. I'll tell you all the different ways of applying for jobs, and hopefully it will help you. So now with that, let's move on to our next section, which is sponsorship jobs. So with all the complexity that we had in the non-sponsorship job, there is another layer of a complexity where we have this sponsorship thing. So now with this 2 years of post-study work visa, we employers are trying to pursue you to take that 2 years of post-study work visa, and once you are in the organization for maybe 2 years, they will assess you how well you are suited for that organization, for the culture of the organization, and then if they feel like you are a suitable candidate, they will sponsor your visa. Again, here it's not 100% assured that they will sponsor your visa after 2 years, but then at least you are getting 2 years to work in that organization to show that you are a valuable addition to that organization, so you deserve to get a sponsorship. So that's a good thing. Because let's say if it was just 6 months of post-study work visa, you had just 6 months to impress the manager or hiring manager or the organization, and also it's I mean, it's actually hard in itself to find a job in just 6 months. But then again, it's not impossible, like I said. So yeah, now you are getting 2 years, so that's a added advantage. So yeah, it's actually very hard, and even I am trying to find a sponsorship job. The one that I have is where I have to take 2 years of post-study work visa, and after that they will be sponsoring my visa. That's what they have said. But then I'm also trying to find jobs who can sponsor my work on the day one. So that's what I'm trying to find, but it is still hard. So what I would highly suggest you is, but then like I told you in a first section, where one of my friend, he joined, he didn't know that his visa will be sponsored, but then after working for a month or so, they agreed to sponsor his job. And it's not just him. I have talked to one of the seniors who was studying in the same university and last year, and he joined the company, and after 3-4 months he was like, can you please sponsor my visa? And they were like, yeah, sure, we can sponsor your visa. So he joined as a non-sponsorship work, but then after a few months only, they were ready to sponsor his job. So that's a good thing. So what I would highly suggest you is, go for whatever job you're getting. I mean, not whatever domain. I mean, if you are doing your course in data science, look for a job in data science if you are actually interested in it. But if you are taking masters in data science, to see if you are actually interested in it, and if you choose if at the end of the course you feel like, no, data science is not for you, then of course you can find something which you actually like. Because in my course there are people who have done masters in data science, of course, but then the job that they have got is completely managerial, not exactly managerial, but something like that. So it's not a technical job, it's something more towards soft skill side, where they have to interact with a lot of people, something like business analyst. So yeah, so you can move to those things as well. But for me, I was very specific about data centric jobs, so I applied to a lot of jobs, but then I was very sure that I'm applying to only those jobs which are related to data. So yeah, that is the thing. Yeah, so I would highly suggest you to apply for as many roles as you want, or as you can actually, and I hope you will start getting calls at some point. Because the thing is, on the day one when we make a resume, so if I tell you my own story, till December, I was not applying for any job, because I was thinking, once I will about to finish my course, I will start to apply. But then some of my classmates, they told there is this graduate scheme and stuff, and so I didn't know about this. So I got to know, and then I researched about it, what exactly it is, and then I realized that I can already start to apply for these jobs. So I took a month or so to make my resume properly. I took multiple appointments with my career service team, and then I made a resume, and then I started applying. And every day, not exactly every day, but every alternate days, I used to apply for like around 10 to 15 jobs. So I applied for lots and lots of jobs, and then I was not getting call. But then the thing is, whenever I used to read some description, I used to pick up skills, and I was like, okay, this thing I know, but then I have not put it in my resume. Why? So I used to update my resume. I used to make my resume. I used to improve my resume every day. So that way, in multiple iteration, my resume got better and better, and then I started getting calls and stuff. And then again, I was able to crack the interview. I got around 3 or 4 calls. one was from ThoughtWorks, and they were happy to continue with my application, and I did. But then the other three were small companies, and they were like, up to for 2 years is fine, but after 2 years we are not sure that we will be able to sponsor your visa or not. So we don't want to put you in a tight spot, and we don't want to take that risk as well. So we are not going to move further with your application. So that was the thing. So that is what the complexity I was talking about. If you are looking for a job in some other country, so yeah, that's what I was talking about. If you are continuously applying to different jobs, and if you are reading all the job description, and you are keep on improving your resume, there will be a point where your resume will be very optimal to represent your profile, and it will be very optimal for more job descriptions. So you will start getting calls. So yeah, you have to keep applying, and don't get demotivated. And if you want to know all different other ways to find a job, do let me know in the comment section. I will make a video on that, and I will also make a video on portfolio if you want, and I will also make a video on resume again if you want. So if you want videos on all these three things, do let me in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to help. So yeah, if I have to summarize everything, it's not very hard to find non-sponsorship jobs. You can find jobs, because many of my friends have got job, and to find a sponsorship job for at least for first 2 years, it is actually hard, because companies are trying you to take the PSW route, because that way they will not have to sponsor you for 2 years, and after that they feel like, okay, he's a good candidate, he's a good addition to the organization, so we should sponsor his visa. So that is the thing. But again, it's really hard to find job anywhere. Even if you are in India, and if you are looking for job, you know the struggle. If you are in any other country, it's hard. So, and with this recession and things, many companies are actually freezing their hiring. So make sure, if you are already studying in the UK, and if you are looking for a job, I would highly suggest you to not be very specific for tier 2 sponsorship. I will highly suggest you to first have some offer in your hand, and then look for tier 2. But if you are planning to come to the UK, I would suggest you, once your first semester is finished, work on your resume and start applying for graduate roles. It will really help you. Yeah, so this is what I want to discuss in this video. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you still have anything specific, do let me know in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to help you. And all those videos that I talk about, again, do let me know in the comment section. And if you want to join our Telegram group, you can join Telegram group. There we have more than 200 people now, because previously we had more than 1,000 people, but that channel got banned. So yeah, you can join a Telegram group, and there most of the people have very healthy discussions, so you can do that as well. And if you want to download data science notes, link is in the description. You can download from there. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and comment, all those good things. It keeps me motivated to make such videos for you guys. So see you in the next video. Bye. Happy learning.